everything you just heard came from one kit. Drums, melodies, textures, everything. It's called Memphis Essentials. I've been building this kit for a while, and before I release it, I wanted to see if I could actually make a full beat without reaching for anything else. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna be cooking up a Memphis type beat using only sounds from the Memphis Essentials Kit. It's almost done. I'm still adding stuff every day, but we're getting very close to the point where I want it to be for, release. So we're gonna start off with a loop. Let's just pick one out here. Kind of like that one. Let's work with that. All right, so let's bring out our pattern here so we can start laying some drums. And I like to work with an 8-bar pattern. You could do a 4. 8 just gives you a little bit more flexibility. So I'm working off one of the templates that's going to be in the kit. It's Frenchie's Memphis template 1, and I routed our loop to track 1, and it automatically cuts out our low end so that we don't have any clashing in the bass frequencies. And then coming into our drum kit here, we have this drum MIDI folder. The basic snare pattern, I like to just drag that out to start with, slap it on the snare. You can just do the fill 2 steps on the hi-hat. So now the hi-hats go the full 8 bars, because usually if you came in here before you did the snare, it would only do that first bar, and you'd have to duplicate it over or something like that. But I have the snare pattern lined out for 8 bars, so then the fill 2 steps goes the whole way as well. So then we can start working. Okay. Like that. Let's go ahead and copy that over for the next 4. Just set it to loop there so we don't have to start and stop as much. copy the kick pattern over to our sub 808. Just drag it back to the beginning here, bring it up to D sharp, Command L or Control L to lengthen all those notes out, and let's see. All right, let's go over the arrangement real quick. Basically, I just took parts of the stems of the loop and I brought them to the beginning and I dropped them down an octave. So it sounds like this. And this is just our intro section. Added a little transition effect here, just to drop us in. That is the Ghost Riser and the Crash from the Memphis Essentials Kit. Just smashed them up against each other. The other big change I made, I decided to swap our 808 for the verse, the majority of the verse anyway. We switched to the Pooh 808, which sounds like this. When we come out of this section here, gives us a little bit of variation, a little bit of different sound for the verse. And I added the shots perk from the kit as well to give us that little impact, and just makes that transition seem a little bit smoother when you're coming into this brand new sound that you haven't heard yet in the beat. And yeah, so we don't have all the perks present in that first part of the verse. We bring them in here, but the 808 is staying the same until we get to the end here. We're gonna cut it out, and then we go back to our typical sub bass, and again we have that pitched down melody. Right back into the hook. Okay, so that's the variation we did there, and I am going to do one more thing, and let's go ahead and grab a perk loop out of here. I think this one will work well for what we're doing. I just want to add a little extra bounce for the second half of the hook, give us a little bit more variation there, and it may also sound good in this section right here that's a little bit lower energy. So let's hear this transition. Key takeaways here when arranging the beat. I did a whole other video on arranging if you want more information on how I arrange my beats. Things you can do for variation, just small changes that aren't super noticeable make a huge difference, make it way more interesting. You'll see in the first half of the hook, I don't even have the second open hi-hat playing. That only comes in the second half. I only do the roll in the first half going to the second half. I do the roll twice in the verse. Honestly, I could take out that second one, but I like how it sounds in this case. These perk loop coming in the second half, being in this dead section where we have the octave change. And then we also have those two different parts of our melody, like the melody split into two different sections. I'm using one section for the hook, one section for the verse, and then we created that third section with the stems. So it all sounds pretty cohesive, but these little changes throughout just add so much variation, make it interesting. So let's go ahead and get the final listen. very, very soon. Make sure you go check out one of my other videos next. Catch y'all next time.